then again, I mean, who knows where I'll end up when I grow up, you know. Like, if anything, this place is actually gives me positive feelings, you know. I'm thinking of going to Japan over the summer. I have summer break now. I've had it for about like a week, and I just moved away from my house in France. So I've lived there for 2 years, and I said my goodbyes to my friends, and hopefully over the break I'll go to Japan, visit. I'll hopefully stay with my two friends, Tokyo and Sean, who have been. They're really great friends. They were kind of they're sort of the true friends I've had over and during the break. Or they were the only true friends I really had over in France, you know. I mean, that's not to say I didn't like anyone but them. I'm just saying, like, you know, the whole thing where people are friendly to you, but they won't really take the time to be your friend, really. They'll just be friendly to you, and I guess I could be grateful for that much. At least they're not being nasty to me or anything, you know. I think it's sort of, I prefer it that way. I think that if you don't want to be friends with someone, the least you can do is just be friendly with them, you know. You know, I think that, you know, there is a true thing, you know, you don't have to be someone's friend, but I mean, at the very least, you could just be nice to them, you know. Don't give them such a hard time. I think that's sort of the principle I go by. Well, I mean, then again, I don't really follow it that much, because I mean, you can't help it. Sometimes you don't want to be friendly with someone, you know. No one is ever friendly with everyone, you know. That's just how the world works. But I don't think that's something that should really bring you down. As long as you have friends, I think that's perfectly fine. And there is a friend for someone out there, you know. There's always someone. Anyways, Jesus, I'm just going on, you know, talking about the whole time. I'm sorry. I'm sure you want to just, you know, look at the views and just be like, shut the hell up, you know. I guess I can't help it. I just like talking. I think silence is sort of something I can't deal with when I'm by myself. I mean, yeah, so over the break, I think Japan, of course, I'm probably going to be one of the thousands of people that have said this over and over again. I really do want to visit Japan. Of course, I'll sound like one of those, you know, obsessed. I guess I can't say I'm not obsessed with Japanese culture or things, you know. I do watch anime and everything like that. But I mean, you know, I think that it's a little toned down. I'm not like totally, I guess I can't say I'm totally crazy, you know. You know, there's some people that are just, you know, they're just completely obsessed with Japan and everything. But I think it's just seriously a place I would love to visit. It's seriously, I think if I don't visit before I die, I think I would truly regret it. This is a place I want to go to. And of course my obsession can annoy some people, including Sean in Tokyo. Of course, you know, they clearly know that I'm just completely obsessed with Japan. I've been trying to, I might be learning Japanese. The thing is that I'm here because I'm living here because to make a long story short, we're kind of, the money's tight, and my father needs to sort of find a job somewhere. So we're just kind of we can't really afford the house in France. So for now, we're gonna be staying here for a couple of months, sort of like as a way to sort of brainstorm where we're gonna go. I mean, there could be many possibilities. We could probably stay here, go back to France, or go back to North Carolina, or maybe go to somewhere like Germany. And they keep asking me like where I want to go, and of course, I mean, I couldn't possibly say, because I mean, it's one of those things where like I'm tempted to say what comes to mind, which is, I mean, as you can probably guess, I would say Japan. But then like my realist kind of comes in, the realist side of me comes in, says, you know, that's not possible, you know, it's too expensive. So for now, so that means I won't be really having any sort of school education or anything like that. But which is a kind of a shame, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna fully say I love going to school or anything like that, but I mean, you know, it's kind of a letdown to kind of not go to school. Yeah, I can at least appreciate that much. Of course, you know, I'm not gonna say that I love going there every single day, but I mean, come on. It's just school, it's not the end of the world. So I guess I can't quite say that this is a video of a walk in Switzerland, because it's just me yapping on about my life or whatever. So I guess I could just say this is sort of a detailed introduction of me, which, I mean, hey, if anyone's interested, I mean, then good for you. If you're not, then, you know, I can't blame you. But, I don't know, I just felt like doing this, you know, just sort of, I've seen some videos. I think I saw Kurt Bell, Softy Papa on YouTube. I'll probably put I'll put in a link to his channel. He goes around and he films himself walking in Japan, you know, and he lives in Shizuoka, and he films himself sort of taking hikes and adventures, or just anything really, just anything related to Japan, you know. Does insects and animals, and he films himself going on hikes and adventures, and he also films abandoned sites. Those are sort of his three main things he films. So that's sort of what I guess I got inspired by that and decided that I guess I'd just start filming. I think I'll also be filming if hopefully if Japan works out, then I'll be filming that as well. Just film my trip to Japan from start to finish. And sorry, there's water in the camera. And I'll just go from there. Alright, I'll just take a pause to sort of get a good feel of the environment around us, so you can enjoy. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry, I disturbed your peace. I don't know if I can find it around here. I probably can't, but somewhere far up a hill. Can't quite say mountain, but it's really high up. There's this castle, and I remember years ago we would go there to enjoy some breaded meat or schnitzel, and I remember that was a really great place because it was really high up. And it was like a real castle. I mean, you know, everything, but they sort of adapted it to be a restaurant. So you would go up, and then you'd see the view of the country, just, you know, everything, really high up. And I remember, I think that the selling point was that they had sort of like a go-kart thing where they just had two, but one of them was a motorcycle and the other was sort of like a tiny car, and you just ride them and sort of bump into each other, and it was really fun. My sister and I my sister Becca and I would just go crazy on those, but unfortunately someone bought it, and they I think now it's just private property, so they just sort of took it for their own. I don't really hold it against him or her, and it's kind of a shame, you know. It's a really nice place. As you can see, it's really wet in the ground. It's been raining. There's a lot of, look at this slug. Yeah, there's plenty of slugs around here. It's been raining for the past couple of days. My sister doesn't appreciate it, and unfortunately, I'm running out of batteries, so I might have to cut this short. But thank you for watching, and I hope that maybe you enjoyed what you just seen. All right, take care.